Alright, hey guys, remember CCG back in the video. This is going to be going over the new Ancient Gear support. So we're going to get started. Here we have Ancient Gear Dark Golem. It's a level 8 Earth Machine effect monster with 3000 attack, 3000 defense. This card's name becomes Ancient Gear Golem while on the field or in the grave. So it looks like this is going to serve as a soft replacement to the original copy. Let's see if the effects are going to reflect that. If this card is normal or special summon, you can activate this effect. You cannot set cards for the rest of the turn. Also add up to 2 Ancient Gear cards and or Gear Town from your deck to your hand, except this card. Then you get to discard a card. So that's some great searchability that is built in with this card. That's going to be useful. And if this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate. So yeah, it's going to be like a soft replacement to the original Ancient Gear here. Just that it's going to have more searchability to it and increased overall consistency of the deck and its searchability factors. So that's good to see. Here we have Ancient Gear Tanker. It's a level 4 Earth Machine effect monster. If this card is normal or special summon, you can special summon 1 Ancient Gear monster from your hand, ignoring its summoning conditions, or if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon it from your grave instead. So that's great, just being able to cheat out an Ancient Gear monster from your hand. That's pretty powerful. Of course, getting it from your grave is going to be useful as well. And being able to get something out like this, Ancient Gear Dark Golem, and using its effects for searchability, that's going to be useful. Or something like Ancient Gear Wyvern would be powerful as well. And then here we have Ancient Gear Commander. So he looks pretty cool, he's pointing here. It's a level 4 Earth Machine effect monster. You can send 1 Ancient Gear Golem from your hand, deck, or face-up field to the grave. Immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon 1 Ancient Gear monster. So that's useful to have in case something happens and you really need to continue your plays and you're kind of bricked out a little bit. Being able to utilize this card in order to keep the combo going, it's going to be powerful. And if you normal or special summon Ancient Gear Golem, you can special summon 1 Ancient Gear Golem from your hand or grave, ignoring its summoning conditions. So that's going to be useful to just, if you're able to get it out, you know, it's another way to get out this Ancient Gear Dark Golem. And that's always nice to see. And then you can banish this card from your grave, place 1 Ancient Gear Continuous Trap from your hand, face up on your field. So that's great. It's just going to go over having to set it and wait a turn. We're just going to be able to place it and immediately benefit from the effect. And I'm assuming that there's going to be a face-up trap that is going to be able to utilize this in this new support. So here we have Ancient Gear Advance. You can only activate 1 card with this card's name once per turn, and you cannot set cards the turn you activate this card. So when this card resolves, you can add 1 Ancient Gear spell or trap from your deck to your hand. So that's good searchability. That's always nice to see. And then once per turn, you can tribute 1 monster, draw 1 card, and if you do until the end of this turn, you can normal summon level 5 or higher monsters that are Ancient Gear Golem or mention it without tributing. So that's going to be even better. Just again, this looks like just building in more ways to kind of protect yourself from having to rely on getting a combo completely through. And if something gets disrupted, you're going to be able to continue playing and being able to utilize this card in order to get out your Ancient Gear Dark Golem and continue to search cards out. It's going to be extremely useful. And here the final card, it's a continuous trap card. Monsters you control that are Ancient Gear Golem or mention it are unaffected by your opponent's activated monster effects. So that's going to be the target for an Ancient Gear Commander here is going to be able to place 1 Ancient Gear continuous trap. So you're going to want to be able to get this card out. And then from here, having a way to protect your Ancient Gear Golem or monsters that mention it from your opponent's activated monster effects. That's going to be really useful. Ancient Gear Golem or Ancient Gear as a deck just needed this overall. They didn't really have ways to protect themselves outside of like battle. So being able to use something like this is going to be nice and just going to ensure more consistency with the deck. Although you do need to go around like to set this up. But if you do so, you're going to be able to immediately benefit from it. And if your opponent controls a monster, you can fusion summon 1 fusion monster that mentions Ancient Gear Golem from your extra deck by banishing materials mentioning it from your field and or grave. Including Ancient Gear Golem you control, and if you do, it can make up to 3 attacks during each battle phase. So it's a great way of just establishing a beater, and not only that, but being able to utilize materials that are already in the grave just means that it's going to be another way of like providing some sort of comeback or a safety net in case things start to go wrong. But looks like a decent line of support. Looks pretty solid. I think it's definitely going to help Ancient Gear Golem just because they haven't really been able to do much outside of battle. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.